Okay, so last time we were discussing your second season, which began with a cringeworthy pregame speech.
Come on, Anna, don't do me like that.
Sorry.
Come on. No, I'm all right. It's part of the journey. You got to walk before you can run. You got to crawl before you can bowl.
So that was a crawl.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a crawl and a face plant. But I learned from it, and I also grew from it. Over the course of that year, I really figured out how to address the team and also how to do it my way.
You keep going back to that idea of your way or as myself, and I'm wondering if you could help me understand, what do you mean by that? Like, what kind of a leader are you?
A still evolving leader.
Okay. Well, then what kind of a leader were you back then as you started to find your way, let's say?
Yeah. Well, like I mentioned before, nobody expected much from us that season. But we pushed our way into the tournament, and it was my job to convince the team that we can make a run.
And how'd you do that?
That is a good question. Okay, so we went up against the number 4 seed in the first round.
Underdogs.
Oh, completely. But again, no one expected us to win. And we were the number 13 seed at that. But we kept it close all game. And every time it looked like they were going to take off, we made a run and we fought our way back in it.
You showed resiliency.
That's right. Come on. You know me. But that's then when I hit the shot.
The shot?
You don't know about the shot, Anna?
No.
It's probably one of the most famous moments in sports history.
Sorry. Oh. No.
You should really see your face. First off, I'm messing with you. It is not called the shot, but it was a pretty big shot, a tough one at that, might I add. And that shot sent us into overtime.
Okay, so that's a big deal, right? Yeah. Like, the euphoria must have been intense at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. But there's still a game that has to be won. And in that moment, you have to rally up the troops. And that is when a leader steps in.
In this game, we'll see the Georgetown Hoyas against the Syracuse Orange. Time expires and we're going to overtime.
Y'all bring it in. Hey, come on. What you got for us, Captain? Hey, yo. You've been down this whole year. I mean, coming into this game, nobody believed in us. Nobody wanted to give us a chance. Nobody gave any hope for us. Nobody felt bad for us. They didn't care about us. I mean, look at those guys over there. A bunch of blue-chip recruits. See that, right? You feel me, right? Looking like All-Americans, All-Stars, top 5 over there. They play to win. But us, what we play for? What we play for? Each other. Each and every one of us. Each other. So when I'm taking a charge, I'm doing it for you. And when I'm setting a pick, I'm doing it for you. And when I'm fighting for a loose ball, you. That's what I'm doing it for. Because when you combine all that effort, all that passion, all that grit, that makes a great team, which is us. Not a whole bunch of great players. So let's get this win. Together, as one. Like we always have. Let's get it. Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
So it's Syracuse with it.
In the first half, this was a back-and-forth game, but MP had to pull his team together and come back from a double-digit deficit in the second half.
And you wonder how much energy they had to spend just to stay alive.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's West. It's Nelson on the wing. Over MP. Chance to take the lead here. Missing. And it's the Hoyas with the ball. Down low. And slam dunk by MP.
45.
Syracuse trailing here. Outside West. And stolen by MP for the finish. And slam dunk by MP.
45.
We're just over a minute into the overtime here. Now Starks. Unloads from 13 feet. Misses off the left iron. MP with it. Picked up by West. Back to MP. And he banks in the layup.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
About 90 seconds off the clock in extra time now. And before this overtime period, we saw MP pump his team up in the huddle.
And you can see the team respond to him. It would be a great upset if they can pull this off.
Now here's Miller. The rebound by Powers. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Absolutely great game here in the first round. Not many had this 13th seed led by MP on the verge of an upset.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more. And for MP and his team, they were on the verge of not even making the tournament.
They were clearly the epitome and definition of a bubble team. I mean, but as you can see, they were a team nobody wanted to face in the first round.
Back to MP. Pass to Bush. Thompson with the ball. And it starts with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll have to sit the rest of this one out.
Team foul. Shooting for Georgetown, Red Thompson, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
And the orange call time here. Now here's Miller. He's guarded closely. Here's Jackson. And he can't bank that one in. You've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And how about the instincts Thompson possesses? Outstanding at just sensing when his teammates are open.
Here's Dennis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from West.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so the Georgetown Hoyas have won and will move on.
Well, what a game they put forth. I mean, there were several moments that had me wondering and questioning if this was it for them. But they fought hard, found a way to fight through, and got a huge overtime W.
And the star of this win has to be MP. The sophomore stepped up in a big way when things mattered most, and what a huge presence in overtime.
And that does it for us here tonight. For Greg Ed.
That team outperformed expectations for another 3 rounds before reality caught up to us.
Wow. I mean, what a finish.
I know.
The buzzer beater, the OT.
So crazy.
I need to watch this game for research.
For research, you sure? You sure just for research? I mean, it was just like Junior said, my freshman year. I got to figure out who I was. I got to figure out what the team needed. And somehow, some way, bring those 2 things together.
That does not sound easy.
And no, it was not easy at all. But that process was so satisfying, man. I mean, I had to find the best version of myself. And somehow, some way, use that to bring out the best version of the team.
Literally, leadership in a nutshell.
Well, in some respects, yeah. I mean, that's not exactly what I thought, too, but the next season, I definitely found out that it's a lot more than just that.
Like what in particular?
Hold on now. That's the question I got to answer next time.
Okay, wait. You can't make me wait, really?
Oh, I'm going to make you wait. But it sounds like you turned into a fan, though.
No, it's just professional curiosity.
Okay, well, your professional curiosity is going to have to chill a bit.
Okay, but not too long. Thanks so much, MP.
Anytime.